Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Dee's chat. And this is a very pleasant day. Why I say it's pleasant, this is the third day after my dad's funeral, and everybody is lighthearted now. It's much easier to carry on our daily activities. There's a lot of laughter, a lot of fun, knowing that my dad is now finally and respectfully laid to rest. It wasn't easy, but God took absolute control. The funeral service was awesome. All the glory be ascribed to Jehovah God. Yeah, nobody got hurt. Everybody had enough to eat. There were a lot of gifts to share, and even after the whole funeral, we kept on sharing gifts and food. Okay, the villagers, they were really supportive. They came out in their masses during the parade from the mortuary or morgue and down to other places, the Isis Palace, my dad's maternal side, that's where he's actually from, and other parts of the village, other parts of the village. There was a beautiful, elegant parade, given to him, and it was awesome. There were people from all walks of life, from all parts of the country. They graced the occasion in their masses, and we give God all the glory. All the glory be ascribed to God for a successful funeral. And we've made calls back. All our guests, they've gotten home. They've all gotten home safely, and they sent their well wishes as well. So today, what we planned was to, catch up on other activities like, some kindreds. We still have to present special gifts to them, like cows and all of that, of which my brothers have done. We gave my dad, his gun salute this morning. That's post gun salute. Yeah, this morning, because my dad was an icon. He touched the lives of so many people. He really did his best for so many, far and wide. He did his best. He touched everybody. My dad is somebody that, loves people around him. Once you're happy, once you're satisfied, he's happy. He doesn't like any dull moments. He doesn't like people suffering. He doesn't like people being challenged with circumstances and all of that. He'll do everything in his power to make sure that they are comfortable. That's the kind of father my dad was. In fact, he's the greatest dad in the world. He's the greatest dad in the world. Yeah, we'll miss him so much, but God knows best. God knows best why he had to go and rest at this moment. To him alone be all the glory. And we're also letting everybody know that he'll be forever, he'll be forever in our hearts. We can never forget him. Okay? Because he lives in us, he lives with us all the days of our lives. So you let me know what you think about your dad. You can just put it in the comment section. What you think about your dad. I was so close to my dad. My dad gave me the best in life, the best of education, the best of, you know, lifestyle, everything you name it. My dad was always there for me. He was my support, he was my leverage, he was my hero, he was my comforter. He was everything, everything to me. And the same thing goes for the rest of my siblings. We'll miss him so much. We'll miss him so much. So you let me know the kind of relationship you had with your dad, and how you see your dad, as in what lights you see your dad in. Even for those who have lost their dad, I would still like to know that they're still special, they still remain in our hearts forever. And for those dads that are still living on, strengthening us, yeah, we'll continue to pray for them, pray for long life and prosperity in Jesus' name. And a shout out to our mothers too. Without the mothers, there won't be any father. So our moms are special. My mom is still around. She's pulling on strong. She's pulling on strong. We just came from the graveside, and we were really, excited and amused. She was giving the gardeners instructions on, how to tend to the graveside and what she wants and what she doesn't want and all of that. She pulled strong. She pulled strong. My mom is also another great icon. She's strong. She's strong. She has been strong throughout the whole funeral, and she's still pulling on strong. We pray that the Lord will continue to strengthen her, the Lord will continue to keep her, and the Lord will continue to um, enable her to, hold the family together in peace and unity. All right, enough of that. Okay, let's go on to the real deal of today. So, today, I want to be talking about um, having a structure for your family, or let me just zero it down to the children. You know, we have a little window of holiday for children who were in school. Most of them are on break now, while some are writing their exams. Now, for those that are at home, yeah, this is a very good resting period for them. But we wouldn't want parents to lose guard. What do I mean by that? By letting your children rest excessively. I want you to remember that they had almost a year break out of school, especially for those that were not engaged in e-school. That means almost a year out of school. So this is also a time to catch on, or a time to, um, you know, get back all the time lost. Okay, so we shouldn't really be in the euphoria of holiday and having fun and all of that, and allow our children to forget about their books, because there's going to be a lot of regression. There's going to be a lot of setback if you don't build a structure for your children. Parents, is very, very important you build a structure for your children. Okay, and what do I mean by that? That's giving them a timeline for their daily activities. Don't just allow them to wake up in the morning, rush for breakfast. Then the next thing is TV, nap time, dinner or lunch, what have you, dinner, and then back to bed. And a whole day is lost without the children studying. No, no, no. It will not be beneficial to them at all. So it's very important that every day the children look into their books. They have quality study time. And parents, you alone can do that, because they're away from their teachers. Excuse me. They're away from their teachers. So the teachers can't do much right now. So you need to help us by building a structure for your children. Just map out, a schedule for them on a piece of paper. What do they do in the morning when they wake up? After prayers, they clean up their room, they, freshen up, shower, tidy up, do their chores. It's very, very essential for children to wake up in the morning and do chores, other chores around the house apart from their room, other chores around the house. It is very, very important. The girls can navigate to the kitchen, the boys can, navigate to the living room and the garden and outside and all of that before they have breakfast. Then after breakfast, you can allow them to have a little TV time. Yeah, because it's holiday. So allow them to have a little TV time, but time it. Let the children know that your TV time is 1 hour, it's 1 hour, 30 minutes, it's 2 hours, depending on their age. Then after that TV time, let them also know that at a particular time, it's your study time. And these are the subjects you're going to study, and this is duration you're going to sit down and study. Okay, they have that right. So we need to help our children, guide our children into planning their daily activities. Okay, after the lunchtime, then you give them their little free space. Maybe they can have games, indoor or outdoor games, or they might decide to have a nap, or just decide to write stories or to read stories or what have you. Make them also understand that after lunch, you're still going to have a little quality time of reading, okay, before the other activities of the day. So if you do this, you find out that your children don't lose much. They do it daily, they get used to it. They begin to hunger for knowledge. Any day they stay without reading, it becomes uncomfortable for them. So you don't need to start chasing them all around for their books, to go to their books. It becomes part of their lives. And it helps the children because when they go back to school, they have a lot of information stored. They have a lot of information stored, and they can reproduce, reflect on this information and reproduce it in school. And it gives them a head start once the new term commences. So parents, please, it is very important that you build a daily structure for your children. Help them out, map it out together with them, get a piece of paper and do it with them, involve them in the planning, and also respect their decisions on some certain things they want to do. But you know that the key factor in that structure, prayers, chores, study time, and then maybe fun time, gamification. That means they're learning at the same time, it's quality learning. So it is very important because at the commencement of a new term, you see that your children are, fresh. Their memory, they're able to reproduce information. Okay, you can even go, you know, as far as making them read their old notes. Some parents tend to dispose notes from the previous class. Okay, yes, they just concluded their promotional exam. So some parents feel okay, they're done and they're through with this class, so they don't need those notes and they tend to burn them or dispose them. No, you don't do that. You don't do that at all. You make your children understand that books are quality materials that you need to take care of. You need to, they're priceless. They're priceless. They can be passed down to another generation, or they could be, kept in the archives or in the library or what have you. And those books, they're knowledge. Knowledge is power. Those notes should be kept well. This is the time for the children to go through those notes all over again. Try to discover areas that they had difficulties in, and fill in all the learning gaps. Once all the learning gaps are properly filled in, your children, I bet you, they will not have problem in the next class. So this is just a little tidbit from Dee's chat. I'll be bringing more of tips on study tips on how your kids can excel, and things you also can do as a parent to help your children excel. So it's going to be really fun. I want you to stay tuned to this chat, and it's a place of interesting vibes, real down to earth vibes. Okay, so try to subscribe, try to pay attention to the notifications, try to share, hit the notification bells, and share to your loved ones and friends. Okay, excuse me, you can't lose out. Once you're glued to this channel, you can't lose out. Okay, so like I told you before, today is going to be quality learning. I'm going to be taking your kids into the farm, and there's going to be a lot of fun learning. Fun learning. I love agricultural science. I love everything about farming. So you stay tuned. take you to the family farm and you see what it's like. I bet you're going to have a nice time. See you next time.